Hey, welcome back. We've got more Trinity for you. We're talking about the energy of affection this week, getting you ready to meditate on Wednesday. Affection is something that we all know about. We've all had a favorite pet and we've been nice to them, or a family member or a loved one or something that has shown you affection, or you've shown them affection. But affection is most useful when you're not buddy-buddy and friendly with the person or with yourself. When you're in a bad place, you often need to show yourself affection. And that's when we don't use it. We're happy and we're content, and then affection comes bubbling to the surface and we show it. But in those moments where we are threatened or not happy or negative or down on ourselves or down on the other person, that would be the perfect time for affection. So we're going to do a martial arts self-defense exercise, which will hopefully allow you to access affection when times are not so good. Now, the secret of affection is that it draws your attention to what you love. Think of your favorite pet or a loved one at home. When your dog Rover comes to you and you go, "Oh, that's a good boy," and you put your hand on him, suddenly you forget about all those times that he has dug up the bushes and tracked mud in the house and chewed on your slippers. All of that is gone. And all the great, wonderful things about that family pet, the loyalty, the kindness, the gentleness, all of that just right in your face. And you're like, oh my God, that's all I can see is the wonderfulness of this creature. Same thing with the person you love. If you reach out and give a gift or gently caress somebody, you're drawing on that affection, and it is doing its job by focusing you on all that's good about that person, all that you love, and taking all the problems and taking them out of sight. They're now out of the picture. So we're going to look at that and find a way to practice building that up in ourselves, even when times are not so good. So I'm going to get my training partner out here. Now, anytime somebody threatens you, you should do that. Your hands should go up. Typically, if your feet are split, which I would hope they would, don't face any problem like this, that's a bad idea. But if your feet are split and one's back, then one of your hands is going to be forward and one of them is going to be back. You kind of use this one to feel out the situation, and you use this one to kind of defend yourself. So you've got this going. And this is it's a tempting target for most people. If they're aggressive and you've got that hand up there, chances are they're going to try and grab it, and they're going to try and punch or grab or something like that. Now here's where affection comes in. If those hands are up and I grab, she's going to take that hand down out of sight. If I'm holding her and she tries to move that hand around, it is not going anywhere. I'm strong. But if she takes it down, out of sight, out of mind, if it's not in my peripheral vision in the moment, I forget about it basically. I forget to keep controlling this hand. I'll still hang on, but I don't have a massive iron grip on it anymore because I'm thinking about what I'm going to do up here. So once she takes it down, she's basically in control of it. I'll keep trying to attack her and punch her, but she's going to bring that hand back up suddenly, not grabbing, not trying to let go. All right? I'm going to be realistic here. I'm going to grab it. I didn't want to hurt her, but we're going to do this the real way. I'm going to grab it. She's not going to be able to pull loose, but she can pull down, and then suddenly she can pull back up, grab my hand, and pull her other hand free. Now she's got one hand free, I've got both hands tied up because I'm still desperately grabbing. Even though the situation's changed, that hasn't gotten through to my brain. And so I've got two hands tied up trying to grab this arm. I don't need to grab this arm anymore, but I'll still do it. Now she's got a hand free and can just push my face and get right out of there. The secret to this is that, hands up, once you take this down, all the bad stuff is gone. It's out of your awareness. And when you bring it back up, suddenly all the good stuff's right there. That's the secret to affection. Let's try one more time. Hands up. I grab, I try and punch, down, up, pull loose. There you go. One more time fast. Hands up, grab, And there you go. Just like that. Thank you so much. The secret to affection is that it takes the bad stuff out of your awareness. So when somebody's grabbed your hand, just pull it down. It takes it right out of their awareness. And when you bring it back up, you've suddenly got control of the situation. It amplifies the good things. Now, you're probably not going to have people attacking you and grabbing you too often in your regular life, but you can use this motion to practice this and build this sensation up inside of you. Here's what you do. Take your hand, and in any situation where you're beating up on yourself or this other person's a problem, you're going to verbally say, "It's not you. This is just one of those days when we learn something." Hand up. "It's not you. This is one of those days when we learn something." Stand in front of the mirror. "It's not you. It's one of those days when we learn something. It's not you. It's one of those days when we learn something." This will take all of the stuff that you hate about the moment or hate about yourself or hate about the other person, take it right out of your consciousness. And when you bring that hand back, now you're focused on, this is a moment when I get to learn. It amplifies the good stuff and it takes away the bad stuff. If you think this is useful, you should stay tuned for more Trinity.